You must call now. These gold Liberty coins from the 1800s are still in uncirculated condition. That is history you can hold in your hand. To learn more, call 1-800-917-4635. Call now and you'll receive a free American Coin Collector's Bonus Package, a $40 value, free with every order. Call 1-800-917-4635 now to secure your $10 gold Liberty coins dated from the 1800s before they sell out. That's 1-800-917-4635.
Stop feeling embarrassed about thinning hair and start looking and feeling your best with Hair Grow by New Nordic. Available online at Amazon, Walmart.com, and NewNordicUSA.com, or at your local CVS.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
KIRO FM and HD1 Tacoma, Seattle. This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Heather Bosch. Police deaths misclassified. CBS's Stacey Lynn has more on a critical audit out of Maryland.
Maryland Attorney General Anthony Brown says the audit uncovered at least 36 in-custody police deaths that should have been classified homicides.
These findings have profound implications across our justice system. They speak to systemic issues rather than individual conduct.
The audit was spurred by concerns about former state medical examiner Dr. David Fowler's testimony in the death of George Floyd. And they found others under Fowler were unlikely to classify a death as a homicide.
If the decedent was black or if they died after being restrained by police.
Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
The mother of a boy who was allegedly planning a school shooting in San Antonio, Texas, has been arrested and is now facing terrorism charges. Police Chief William McManus.
The mother assisted him in buying that tactical gear for him and bought ammunition, provided him with magazines and ammunition to load those magazines up.
It's not clear if the boy brought the gear to school. He was detained off campus. The U.S. Supreme Court today heard arguments stemming from President Trump's executive order to end birthright citizenship. He says judges' rulings temporarily banning his order should only apply to the states they were made in. CBS's Jan Crawford.
The Trump administration is arguing that they don't under the Constitution, that one federal judge can't dictate national policy. But the people who are challenging birthright citizenship say that is ridiculous, because this is the exact kind of case where you need to have a nationwide ruling. It's a national issue. You're going to have people in different states having different rules for U.S. citizenship.
Dangerously high temperatures are keeping many Texans indoors. CBS's Omar Villafranca is in San Antonio.
Officials are telling people to avoid strenuous activities outdoors in the hottest part of the day, usually 12, 1 o'clock, till 6 or 7 in the evening. They're also saying watch out for signs of heat exhaustion, dizziness, nausea, and also take breaks to get out of the heat.
U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says deferred maintenance is to blame for problems with the nation's air traffic control system. He told members of Congress.
The system we currently use, it truly is 25, 35, 40 years old in some places. We should have paid way more attention to it as a country. We've let it age, and now we're seeing the cracks of that age play out in real time for us.
Recent problems include 3 communications blackouts at the airport in Newark, New Jersey, and a lack of air traffic controllers at times. This is CBS News.
Progressive Insurance. Progressive can protect your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, ATV, RV, and more. In short, a lot of things. Bundle today at Progressive.com.
Breaking news, the standoff along Lake City Way is over. We've got a live report just ahead, but first, from the Beacon Plumbing Traffic Desk, things moving slowly on I-5 southbound from Northgate to downtown Seattle. Part of 520 westbound near the UW, also congested, and 405 northbound, slow from 167 to Newport Hills in Bellevue. Travel times, Federal Way to Seattle, 32 minutes, Everett to Seattle, 42 minutes, Renton to Bellevue, 26 minutes.
KIRO News Radio 97.3 FM Northwest News. Now, the latest from KIRO News Radio and mynorthwest.com.
Good afternoon, I'm Derek Wing. We begin with breaking news. That standoff with an armed man in Lake City ended just moments ago after a 5-hour standoff with SPD's SWAT team and hostage negotiators. It's happening at 125th and Lake City Way. KIRO News Radio's James Lynch is there, and he joins us now live with the latest. James? All right. Well, James is there, and he tells us that the standoff recently ended, and he spoke with Seattle Police Department moments ago.
We've had our negotiation team on scene for a while. The only thing I have confirmed and verified is that he is in custody and no force was used by our officers or our SWAT team.
In other news, a serial robber strikes again. Seattle police and the FBI say the woman robbed the U.S. Bank on McGraw Street in Magnolia Monday. KIRO 7's Samantha Lomibo reports that the suspect is believed to have robbed at least 7 banks since last June.
Video of the suspect showing her at a Home Street bank in Madison Park on March 18th, wearing sunglasses and a beanie. Before that, police say she robbed banks in January, November, October, September, and June throughout the city. Each time, she's got a different look. But people I spoke with say those disguises won't last long.
Sooner or later, she will get caught.
The FBI says she's stolen a total of about $7,500 so far.
The Seahawks' full schedule is out, and it's got some big games on it. They'll open at home against San Francisco in Week 1 and then end the regular season back against the 49ers in California. Seattle gets 4 primetime games this year, and that includes a Monday night matchup with Houston and a Thursday night game with the Rams. 710 Seattle Sports points out that the Hawks get a midseason bye, which should help with injuries. Skagit County is prepping for wildfire season. A modified burn ban will go into effect on June 15th in unincorporated areas. The county says it's due to the current and forecasted weather conditions. This weather update brought to you by State Roofing and Exteriors. Partly cloudy today with showers this afternoon, a high of 56. It's currently 54 degrees in downtown Seattle. I'm Derek Wing.
Your best source for local news, serving Western Washington and the world with the KIRO News Radio app. Always streaming live on your smart speakers. You're listening to KIRO News Radio, Northwest News. It's the all-new Jake and Spike Show on KIRO News Radio.
Welcome to the show. Happy Thursday to you. I'm Jake Skorheim, sitting alongside Spike O'Neill. Is it Thursday already?
Thursday, my friend. How you doing?
Fast.
Yeah, it is. Great week. Great fun week. Boom, boom, boom.
A lot of fun stuff. A lot of fun stuff this week. It's been a really great week. We've got a lot of great audio, a lot of great video we've been doing. People have been enjoying that. If you haven't gotten the chance yet, we're going to ask you to do 2 things real fast. Download the KIRO Radio app, which is a really useful thing. You can put it right in your pocket. It's like having Spike in your pocket. Who doesn't want that? And...
Horrible visual.
I feel horrible saying
Horrible visual, but it's so true.
But it is true. Yeah.
Got to give people honesty, man.
You can also get over to YouTube. If you don't know what YouTube is, it's probably not the place for you. But if you do know what it is, then I would check it out. Go to YouTube, search Jake and Spike. It's a lot of fun. And one cool thing that we're able to do now is we have all this new studio space that they have built for us. So we have a whole separate studio now, which we can go down to on a whole different floor. It's great. It's called we're calling it Studio B until we come up with a better name for it. But Chris Sullivan's going to join us there next, so we're going to go down there for that. Yeah. But right now we're live doing this, which is a lot of fun.
I call it the studio with the comfortable chairs.
It's way more comfortable.
Oh, so much more comfortable. So we're looking for reasons to go downstairs and give you some video content.
Yep, you're gonna love it.
It's fabulous.
You're gonna love it.
And for you folks who don't watch, just get to listen to the show because your job requires
you're not gonna miss a beat.
Right. We'll tell you how comfortable it is. We'll describe it.
Can I share a personal story with you that I saw last night? It was the cutest thing in the world. My last night was insane. It was very hectic. I'm coaching my son's football team. My other son, who had a game postponed until later in the evening, then had a baseball game, ended up working out. They had a game at the exact same time. So I have football and baseball happening last night. Whatever. You remember these days. It's busy.
Yeah, it's crazy hectic.
Crazy hectic. And that's only 2 of our 4 boys. As the other 2 get older, we will at some point have 4 in sports, which means that I need 2 more wives to make this happen.
You're such a solution-oriented guy.
Isn't that nice?
I love that about you.
Yep. My wife loves that about me,
she'll
too.
understand.
She'll love it.
Right.
She's not getting 2 more husbands, I'll tell you that.
No, that's crazy.
That would be weird.
That's crazy talk.
No, I don't need any more wives. 1 is enough for me. Anyway, so we're at this baseball game yesterday. It was just the cutest thing. I want to share it with you because I found it adorable. Like little siblings of the kids on the team.
Sure, yeah.
So I have like my 8-year-old is on the baseball team, and then his 2 younger brothers were there for the game, and his older brother, but his 2 younger brothers were there to illustrate the younger siblings example. But there was these 2 little girls who are the little sisters of 2 guys on my son's team.
Okay.
And they're off there playing. They're right behind us. We're all in the folding chairs, and we're right next to the right behind the dugout. Watching.
Yeah.
Or behind home plate. And one of the little girls is her mom. We know her mom. They're a really sweet family, and her mom is a ER nurse. Yeah. And
it's
so
nice to have as a part of your group.
We've actually needed it this season. Yeah. But anyway, that's a different story. So the little girls are playing, and they're playing with dolls, and it was the cutest thing. And one of the girls is playing with a little doll, and the other girl has like a Spider-Man doll. And for whatever reason, the Spider-Man doll got in an accident. The little girl was saying.
Yeah, it's tough to be your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Put your life at risk.
She's 3 years old.
Okay.
So just imagine like a tiny little cute voice. She's 3 years old, and so they're pretending that the Spider-Man has gotten in an accident and that he's hit in the head. And then the little 3-year-old, the other 3-year-old goes, whose mom is a nurse. She goes, he's going to have to stay overnight. He's got blood on the brain. And my wife and I turn around. We're like, what? And we're just like, what kind of a 3-year-old? I mean, what a genius this little girl must be to have that. Number one, she's got the linguistic ability just to say all these things.
Yeah, you're going to keep it for observation. That's what practical.
She goes, we need to watch him overnight. He's got blood on the brain.
That's fantastic.
It was the funniest, cutest thing. And we look over at her mom, and we're like, oh yeah, she's an ER nurse. So
right.
Like,
this is common in her house.
Hearing this stuff all the time. Yeah. Anyway, I just felt like sharing that fun story.
When my kids were playing sports, we had other parents. We were with the, you're fine. Grab me a beer. Rub dirt on it. That was the kind of input we had from other parents in our group.
Yeah.
You guys have evolved to a much safer, nicer, more inclusive kind of a community.
Well, I don't know. You got 3-year-olds talking about blood on the brain.
That's pretty great, man.
So they're not shying away from danger.
No.
Anyway, it's very funny. All right, let's get.
It was clearly a medical professional was the doll that the one girl was using.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
They're not just little homemakers anymore.
They're not going to let them go home.
Their doll's is a trained medical professional.
Medical professional.
Look at that equality.
Yeah. And
boom, baby.
And they didn't want the liability of sending him home if he needed care.
Is that a lawyer?
Yeah.
I'm a nurse.
I don't know. He might be.
That's great.
You're gonna have to sign this NDA. No, just kidding. Yeah, their play has evolved. All right. Let's get to the top story we have today is I find really fascinating Starbucks baristas. Did you see this story?
I saw it yesterday, kind of chewed on a little bit yesterday. Let me see what you think.
I'd love your thoughts on it because I had a very specific feeling about it. But
okay.
So Starbucks has 1,000 baristas at 75 different stores. Not every Starbucks barista is unionized. Only some of them
just a portion of the stores, yeah.
Just a portion of the stores.
Got about 100,000 stores?
They got a lot.
Right?
I don't know. They got a lot. They got 10,000 company-owned U.S. stores.
Oh, 10,000. Okay.
Yeah. 500. They have 1,000 workers who are represented by the Starbucks Workers United, which represents 500 of those stores. But they have 10,000, so they have a lot. Anyway, all that said, more than 1,000 baristas went on strike yesterday.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, at 75 stores. They represented at 75 stores. They have gone on strike, and they are protesting the company's new dress code. The new dress code, which they don't like. They don't like a dress code.
Right.
And listen, I've worked a million jobs, and half of them had a pretty strict dress code, especially early jobs.
Do you have uniforms?
Yes.
Do you ever work in a uniform? Yeah.
I worked in uniform. Yeah, you work in uniform jobs. You work in dress code jobs.
Yep.
A lot of people go to schools that have dress codes. These are things that are just requirements at certain places. So they are striking because of the dress code, and this is them very depressed. I have audio. There we go. So the dress code.
Some protesting?
Well, no. This is what this is what their hearts sound like.
Oh, okay. They should be in a singing union because they're good.
If they could, yeah. This is an amazing carol that they're singing. The dress code requires, let me tell you what they're protesting about. The dress code requires employees at company-owned Starbucks. This is My Northwest has all the details. You guys read about it there. The dress code requires employees at company-operated and licensed stores in the U.S. and Canada to wear solid black shirt and khaki, blue or black denim bottoms. And that's it. It's not like they're asking them to wear booty shorts or something. They're saying
or dress up like with foam hats.
Yeah.
Like you're a living, breathing frappuccino. It's not polyester.
What do you think about this protest? Does this feel... What do you think about this?
I could sum it up in one word.
Give it to me.
Weak. If I had to go to a second word, I'd say spoiled.
Spoiled is a great word.
Right?
Spoiled is a great word. Here's what they said about it. Starbucks Workers United, again, they represent all these different employees who are striking. They said the dress code should be subject to collective bargaining. And they had this quote, Starbucks has lost its way. Instead, I need the music again for this. This is just too much for me. I need the music. Here we go. Starbucks has lost its way. Instead of listening to baristas who make the Starbucks experience what it is, they are focused on all the wrong things, like implementing a restrictive new dress code, said Paige Summers, a Starbucks shift supervisor from Hanover, Maryland. Customers don't care what color our clothes are when they're waiting 30 minutes for a latte. She's right about that. I do care more that why am I waiting 30 minutes for a latte?
First off, that I think we've
that's a problem,
drilled down to
Paige.
the real issue here, Paige. Yeah.
It does feel spoiled to me. This is who gives a care? It's Starbucks prerogative. If they want you to wear, everybody has to wear a green apron.
Right.
They're going to give you the clothes that they're asking you to wear. So they're going to give you 2 Starbucks issued shirts, which would comply with their new guidelines.
Sure.
So they're not even asking you to go out and buy these things.
You have to revamp your wardrobe at your own expense. I know some people were complaining that they had purchased clothing to work in, and now that clothing was wasted money. I heard that complaint yesterday from these 1,000 baristas who
big whoop.
Hi, first world problems. How you doing?
Yeah, no kidding. Absolutely. I think we actually have video. If you're watching on the YouTube live stream, we do have video of them protesting. Let's see them striking. And they appear to be wearing casual clothing. I imagine this is what they want to still be wearing behind the bar as they protest. It's a really short clip, but let's see what they look like here. Here we go. Protesting, walking around.
Carrying signs. Some have drink cups in their hands.
At Starbucks?
Yeah, some of the protesters I'm looking at are carrying drinks.
So they're still going to Starbucks, it appears.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, this just feels, I agree with you. It feels spoiled, and I don't understand it, and I don't.
Do you have the audio of the chants? 2, 4, 6, 8, we're whining, but our life is great. 2, 4, 6. I mean, come on, man.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I feel like, here's what else they said.
Here's the job. You want to wear your own clothes? Great. Go to a job where you can wear your own clothes.
Get a different job.
Are you so committed to that shirt? Find a job that doesn't care what you look like. This CEO came in to revamp the company.
Yeah.
Right? To slim down the menu extremities or the extravagances of their menus.
Sure.
To get back to what people came to Starbucks for. Coffee. Why do people go to McDonald's? I mean, first off, it's wonderful food. Okay. But it's the consistency.
Sure.
It's knowing that no matter where you are, you see those arches, you can go in and know what you're going to get. And when you're traveling, whether it's across the country or across the world, there's a certain anxiety that comes with, I don't know what I'm going to get when I walk in. Starbucks, you know what you're going to get when you walk in.
Well,
part of that experience
you used to know what you're going to get. They have strayed from that.
They have, right.
And they're trying to get back on track.
Consistency, continuity, comfort.
Yeah.
You know what? When you walk in, I want to see people black shirts, khaki pants, greens. Boom, I know what I'm getting.
Yep. Starbucks said that Wednesday that the strike is having limited impact on its 10,000 company-operated U.S. stores. It said thousands of Starbucks partners came to work this week ready to serve their customers and communities. It would be more productive if the union would put the same effort into coming back to the table to finalize a reasonable contract. If you're gonna draw a line in the sand, I just don't think this one's it. Because to anyone in the public who's not working behind the bar at a Starbucks,
right?
Even it appears most Starbucks workers.
It seems that they have a very small percentage of the employees, even in the non-union stores the union stores.
It's like the Space Needle workers who are protesting because they can't take photographs anymore. It's like, all right, well, if the company doesn't feel like you're of value to the company anymore, then what are you going to do? You can't force them to keep you on the job. And these workers, it's a green apron, folks. It's not like
it's a black shirt. You're not being asked to look ridiculous.
No, it's not.
In fact, some of the things you're fighting to wear look pretty ridiculous.
That's what Starbucks is trying to avoid.
SpongeBob shirt or ugly sweater. My wardrobe makes your coffee better. No, it doesn't. No.
You're 100% right about that.
I mean, this is This is God forbid I have to, stand on my feet for 7 hours pouring coffee. The incredible rush of a busy Starbucks, the frenetic pace of having to do that job. Complain about understaffing. Complain about the company not letting you know ahead of time when they're going to run a national campaign during the Super Bowl of free coffee tomorrow morning.
Complaints.
These are concerns. The fact that I can't express my independence while at the job.
Yeah.
I'm a nudist. I'm straight from a right to pour your coffee in the buff.
There are different coffee stands for that.
There's a place for you.
You can do that if you want it. Different coffee
Seriously.
stands. Yeah, it's wild. All right, I do think we have a quick audio bit here.
I can keep making it up if you can't find the audio.
No, here it is. We got it. This is them striking. Let's see what it looks like. These are the people. These are the people that are striking. If you're watching on YouTube.com right now, you can check it out. We're going to do it live here. If it works, but it may not. All right, let's move past it. I don't think it's working. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Look at them. Yeah.
All right, they're striking. They're marching.
We had it for a minute.
We're marching, and we're moving on. All right. Let's move on. I think we've given them enough time. I think everybody agrees.
I think this segment has lasted longer than their strike might.
Here's what else we should note here, because people are going to text in or they're going to send us notes on the YouTube live chat.
Mm-hmm.
I've worked this job. Not at Starbucks specifically. I worked
You've
at
been a
Tully's.
barista. Yeah.
I've been a barista.
Sure.
I've done the job. I had to wear a uniform. That exact uniform, actually. A green apron, sometimes black, depending on what the company wanted.
Sure.
Khakis, and a white shirt. That was it. It was khakis and a white button-up shirt, and we had to wear that every single day, and it smelled like milk, and it was disgusting, and every night you go home, and it does, because you're spilling milk on yourself, and then you smell rancid, and it's a thing, and then you go home, and you get it all washed, and you come back the next day, and you smell better, but then it eventually just all soils.
Always the same process.
But you know what? That's what the job is. And then eventually you say, you know what? I don't know if I want to wear an apron for the rest of my life. I'm going to look for something else, and that's okay. There's people who might want to do that job forever because they find it to be fun. God bless them. Good for them. But if you want to do something else, go find it. And if you don't want to wear, if you want to wear your ugly sweater, like you were saying, go find a job where you wear an ugly sweater.
Do that. You bet.
Absolutely. All right. From one local company to another. Listen to this. Have you ever been to Costco and seen their gold bars?
I haven't yet, but they're
You've
also
seen the stories about them.
Well, I saw them when they were selling silver.
Yeah.
Silver,
they added silver to it.
Ingots or bars. I'm not sure what quantity. At Costco, I imagine it's a barrel load of silver.
Well, that'd be a lot of money. Quite expensive.
You know.
So Costco sells. You can buy. It was a huge. Like the first time they did it was I think back in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Huge success, massive success.
Sure.
And if you had bought a gold bar, they sell 1 ounce gold bars. What they were selling for in 2023 was $2,779.99. That same gold bar purchased at Costco today is now $3,389.99.
Wow.
Which is a fair return on your investment. It's $500 you made.
Great return.
The problem is you can only buy, Costco's seeing so many people interested in this, and they're selling it at a very competitive rate for gold. They're actually buying it at like a slight discount with your Costco membership and everything. They've limited it to one purchase per customer. Now, I don't know if you're only able to purchase it like once per checkout, because you have to do it online. I haven't tried this yet. I haven't bought many gold bars from Costco.
Yeah, I can't imagine it'd be a safe thing to sell gold bars at Costco.
Probably not.
You know, I mean, I know often
people
I see
follow you to the car.
Yeah, exactly. You see some grandma wheeling out a flat truck full of gold bars she bought at Costco as hard as she can, trying to get over the speed bump in the parking lot. Next thing you know, she's surrounded by ne'er-do-wells.
Yeah. But it's great. But they estimated, this is really interesting. Fortune magazine did an article about this. And they said that it looks like that Costco was making about Wells Fargo did an estimate on this, not Fortune. Wells Fargo, Costco was making $200 million per month in revenue from its gold bar sales alone. $200 million.
Costco was?
Costco. Anything this company puts on its shelves becomes like a hit. They're very, very specific. I don't know if you've looked into how they pick their items, but
I haven't.
They're very specific about what they sell. A lot of it is regional. Like I forget what the thing is, but I think like nearly half of everything you find in a Costco is only found in your Costco.
That's smart. You know your environment of the community in which you do business. You know what they're into.
Yep.
And you cater to that community-specific desires. Yeah, it's great, smart.
I had this couple when I was doing the night show. I had this couple on my show called they wrote a book called The Joy of Costco, like The Joy of Cooking. It's like kind of a clever.
Oh, okay. I was thinking The Joy of Sex. It's just crazy.
Oh, you're right. It's probably like The Joy of Sex.
I don't know. Are they doing it in a Costco?
Well, for some
various
people,
places.
It's a very erotic experience for some people.
It's a turn on.
I wish it wasn't, but it can be.
Go ahead.
But they traveled the world, going to Costco's around the world. They went to 200 Costco's all around the world. Paris,
Wow.
Spain, all these different places where Costco's at. They didn't go to any local sightseeing stuff, actually. They didn't see the Eiffel Tower. They went straight to the Costco.
That's an interesting take on travel.
It's wild, but it's called The Joy of Costco, and they talk about how, like, regionally, you can only get certain things, when you're in Sydney, Australia, you can only get certain things in Sydney. You can't get anywhere else.
Cool.
And then they highlight all these things in the book. It's really interesting. But gold, who would have known that they'd make so much on gold?
I had no idea that kind of, how much gold does Costco have to sell to make $200 million in profits?
A lot. $200 million a month.
That's crazy.
$200 million a month. That's wild.
That's like Fort Knox level.
It is like Fort Knox level. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, we got a lot coming up. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're actually going to drop down to Studio B if you're watching on the live cam. If you're not, it's not going to make any difference to you. But if you are, you want to pay attention and join us, get on over to YouTube right now, search Jake and Spike. We're going to pop down to the Studio B and do a fun interview with Chris Sullivan, who's been hanging out, ready to talk to us about this photo that he highlighted. All these washed out workers standing around. Somebody was like, what's going on here? Why are they just standing around doing nothing?
It's our tax dollars. Yeah.
He actually reached out to Washed Out, and he's got an answer for us. Will it satisfy you? I don't know about that. Stick around. We'll be right back.
This hour is brought to you by Caesars Sportsbook at Muckleshoot Casino.
KIRO News Radio, winners of 3 2025 Regional Edward R. Murrow Awards. Feature reporting, sports reporting, and overall excellence.
And we thank you. We are the Northwest leading news station because of you, inspiring us every day to deliver the local news and stories you care about.
KIRO News Radio on 97.3 FM.
Watch and listen anywhere by downloading the KIRO Newsradio app, and always stay connected at mynorthwest.com.
I love delivery.
How so?
Nearly anything delivered to me. Just a click or call away.
Something same day.
Right.
Everything you want.
Well, not quite everything.
Oh?
If only I could have more hot water delivered.
Running short?
My water heater.
Getting old?
Guess so.
Good news.
What?
We deliver hot water same day.
Wait.
Apollo Plumbing same day water heater replacement.
Right, you're Dan.
You call, we come.
I'm in hot water.
In a good way.
Same day?
We'll pull out the old
and put in the new.
You can even upgrade to a tankless water heater.
So I'm never out of hot water again.
Zip, zam, zoom, just like that.
Only thing?
Yeah?
My budget's a wee snug.
No worries. Apollo offers easy payments.
On water heaters.
With approved credit, sure.
Same day.
A big blue Apollo truck can be on its way.
Easy payments.
So you can replace that old one now.
And you'll haul away the old one?
Of course.
Told you I love home delivery.
Sure.
Gotta love Apollo Plumbing, too.
Just doing our job.
Same day water heater replacement.
ApolloPlumbing.com.
Hey there, Dawn Riling with Olympic Hot Tub. Get ready to unleash your best self with your very own hot spring spa. Hot spring spas feature the amazing freshwater IQ salt system. Enjoy healthy saltwater soaks and a tub that automatically tests your water for you. And now till May 15th, save up to $3,800 on your new hot tub. Details at olympichottub.com. Better you, better life.
Olympic Hot Tub.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
If you want a dream bathroom without a humongous price tag, now's the time to call Bathfitter Northwest. Ursula Royteen here. I picked Bathfitter because they are the original one-day bath remodeler. They're a local, family-owned business that's been around for 40 years. They own every step in the process to make sure you get the best quality product and the best value. Now get 0% interest for 24 months. Call the people I trust to do the job right, Bathfitter, or visit bathfitternw.com.
If you've got a gas
gas-powered engine. Keep it running like new at every fill-up. Stable in-season protection is your engine's preventative medicine, cleaning and protecting the entire fuel system in season. In outdoor power equipment, prevent gum and varnish buildup that could cause a rough or non-running engine. For cars and trucks, increase fuel efficiency and power by removing deposits, ensuring your engine's long-term health. Stable outperforms the competition in independent lab testing. So at every fill-up, start with Stable.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Free consultations, no fee guarantees, 5-star reviews. JP Pendergast with Pendergast Law explains the importance of going beyond these familiar offerings.
Accident victims want an attorney, Tom, that satisfies their needs. Someone who handles those needs with the highest degree of care. Pendergast Law offers the no fee guarantees and free consultations, but these only